Dear learners of HSC class, we want to discuss on a short poem of Shakespeare, which is Love and Friendship. We should know what is love. Love is a sympathetic feeling which someone feels for another one or others, and friendship is the feeling of love and communication among between two or among a few, and one should feel sympathy and pray betterment for others. Now imagine the writer says we should imagine how human relationship have changed over time. With the advancement of time and technology, the relationship has changed. Boys and girls reading in the same class may become good friends, which improved after time. This was not possible hundred of years ago. In the same way, love and friendship are two important demands of human life. Human life becomes unlivable in the absence of these. Though human beings need them badly, true love and friendship are difficult to define. True love is not seen generally everywhere in our society because most of the people of the society are selfish. They think for their own. They don't generally feel for others. The short form from Shakespeare, who was a great dramatist and poet and was born in 1564 and died in 1616. From his play, As You Like It, laments the absence of true love and friendship in human life. This is a lyric. Lyric means short form, short poem, which is sung with tune. And now we are going directly through the poem. Blow, blow, winter wind. Shakespeare tries to lament for true love and friendship, and he says, the winter, he says, tells the winter wind to blow, thou art not so unkind. He says that winter is not a time when anyone feels easy. It is a little bit rough among the seasons. But the poet says that as the people of our time don't feel so much for others, he thinks that winter is better than the feeling of the people of our time. So he says, blow, blow, thou winter wind. He tells winter wind. He thinks the winter wind is rough, more or less, but he thinks that this is better, and so he tells the winter wind to blow because he thinks that this is better than the thinking of the people. Thou art not so unkind. He says, winter wind is not unkind like most of the people of our society. As man's ingratitude, most of the people are not feel gratitude. So he thinks that the people are not great, but it is right. The truth is not so keen. The poet here personifies the season winter. We should know what is personification. The poet sometimes thinks other a few things or topic as person and describes and tells like that, called him like person. Suppose in another poem, the poem Death, the poet says death, he describes death as a person and says, Death, I don't fear you, I don't care you, because you are nothing but a short sleep. And the poet says that I feel you when death comes, when you come. I feel, I enjoy short sleep. Like that, the poet here personifies the season wind and says, thy tooth is not so keen. He thinks that the tooth of the unkind people are sharp. So he says, your tooth is not so keen as those people, because thou art not seen. He says that people of our time, unkind people are seen, cruel people are seen in the society, but the wind of winter is not seen. Although thy breath be rude, he feels that we feel your breath. Hey ho, sing, hey ho, unto the green belly most friendship is finer, most loving mere folly. He says that most of the people of our time are foolish, they don't try, they don't know how to love, how to lie others truly. Then hi ho the holy, this life is most jolly. He thinks that seeing the life in winter is jolly than the life of a unkind man. Feast, thou bitter sky, thou that dost not bite and nigh, as benefits forgot, thou the water worth, the sting is not so sharp. He thinks that the winter has a sting, but it is not as sharp as the sting of unkind people of the society. Thy sting is not so sharp as pains remembered not, hey ho, sing hey ho, into the green valley. He says that when he said that, the people don't the unkind people don't remember that their action sympathy is sharper than the sting of winter or the bee. So he thinks that he laments for the unkindness, cruel feeling of the people, and he tries to show that the unkind people should leave their attitude and try to love others. Dear learners, now we shall discuss on a few questions. The first question is, why does the poet call the winter wind unkind? The poet calls the winter wind unkind because the weather remains rough then, and the people cannot feel safe and healthy and happy during that time. Another question is, what is worse than the winter wind? The poet says The attitude of the unkind people, the activity of the unkind people are worse than winter wind. See, why does the poet imagine that the wind has tooth? The poet thinks that the wind has tooth because the wind sometimes pins us and make us unhappy. So the poet thinks that, imagines that the wind has tooth. And this is a kind of personification. What has got sharper tooth than the winter wind? The poet says that the unkindness of the people, the ingratitude of the people are sharper than the winter wind. Can the wind breathe? Generally, wind cannot breathe like the people, but the poet thinks that, imagines that wind can breathe. Why does the poet say that the wind's breath is rude? When the rough weather comes and make the people suffer, then the poet say that the wind's breath is rude. What is the poet observation about friendship and love? The observation of the poet about friendship and love is that it is rare, it is not seen in most of the people of our time. Why does the poet find the sky bitter? The poet finds the sky bitter because the unkind people live under the sky and make the weather rough. What kind of people forget received benefit? The unkind people or the ingratitude. The traitors generally forget their received benefit. They forget that they were helped by others. What makes what makes the sting of the sky sharp? What makes the sting of the sky sharp? The breath of the unkind people make the sky sharp. Dear learners, we want to uh, finish our discussion after this, and we shall meet later. Goodbye.